Why did Sami Zayn miss WWE Crown Jewel 2022? Best and worst of Crown Jewel 2022. Jake Paul blamed for ruining Roman Reigns and Logan Paul's match at Crown Jewel. Logan Paul suffers major injury at WWE Crown Jewel. Unseen footage shows Bray Wyatt interacting with fans at WWE Crown Jewel. WWE confirms Sasha Banks and Naomi's return. Let's jump right in. Best and worst of Crown Jewel 2022. Crown Jewel 2022 was certainly an interesting mixed bag of an event. While the first half of the show was filled with predictable finishes and underwhelming matches, the second half of Crown Jewel was filled with incredible bouts and finishes. A special mention to Braun Strowman vs. Omos, which delivered in a big way despite being the least anticipated match on the card for many. A special mention should go out to Bray Wyatt's incredible promo as well as the big tease with Alexa Bliss. Let's get right into the ups and downs of an interesting show in Saudi Arabia. Number 3. Best, the last woman standing match at Crown Jewel. Bianca Belair beat Bayley definitively at Crown Jewel in what was an incredible last woman standing match. Belair has now beaten Bayley inside Hell in a Cell in a ladder match, and now the last woman standing match. It was a brilliantly executed match from start to finish, and the ending was cleverly done as Bayley got trapped and was unable to make it to the 10 count, protecting her in the process while keeping the title on Belair. From the look of things, the EST of WWE isn't going to lose the title until WrestleMania 39, at the very least. As of now, her rumored opponent is Charlotte Flair, which means that she could even hold the title for over a year. Number 2. Worst, the sloppy finish of Bobby Lashley vs. Brock Lesnar rematch. The finish of Bobby Lashley vs. Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel saw Lashley apply the Hurt Lock before Lesnar went down, leading the referee to count to 3 in favor of the Beast Incarnate. While we understand that the finish and the post-match attack were meant to protect Lashley, but the execution wasn't done well, as the Almighty's shoulders were not completely down before the referee counted 3, which means that this finish was a big mistake on WWE's part. With that said, we're sure that WWE can learn from their mistakes for the inevitable trilogy bout. Number 2. Best, the undisputed tag team title match. In what was the first great match of the night, the Usos would defeat the Brawling Brutes at Crown Jewel 2022. It was a great bit of storytelling, and the injury of Jey Uso changed the complexion of the match. The Usos and the Brawling Brutes gave it their all, and despite the match not being perfect, the pace was great, and it worked out well in the end. The champions have one more obstacle this Friday on SmackDown when they face the New Day. If they win, they will surpass the New Day's record to become the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history. Number 1. Worst, an odd way to finish a grudge match. The Drew McIntyre vs. Karrion Kross Steel Cage match at Crown Jewel 2022 was a bit of a mixed bag. While it wasn't surprising that Scarlett managed to interfere despite the steel cage stipulation being made to prevent her, the finish made her look bad. Just as the match was picking up, McIntyre was attacked with a spray to his eyes. However, he still managed to win in the nick of time due to a miscalculation from Scarlett. It was a bad way to end a grudge match, and it just felt underwhelming as a whole. Number 1. Best, Logan Paul's incredible performance in the main event. Logan Paul put on his best performance yet in the main event of Crown Jewel 2022. He proved that he belonged when he made Roman Reigns take him seriously. It wasn't just the high-flying spots but the attention to detail Logan Paul has when it comes to the storytelling aspect of the business as well. Reigns was hardly even the main focus of the match, but he still walked out with the title intact, as expected. The addition of Jake Paul confronting the Usos added to the drama, and at nearly 25 minutes, the main event was delivered. A big shout out to Logan Paul for his incredible performance at Crown Jewel 2022. Jake Paul blamed for ruining Roman Reigns and Logan Paul's match at Crown Jewel. Jake Paul got himself involved during the Crown Jewel main event between Roman Reigns and Logan Paul. In reaction to the same, one man who certainly wasn't pleased with the problem child's involvement was KSI. Taking to Twitter, the 29-year-old YouTuber turned professional boxer tweeted his take on the match between Reigns and Logan. While he did seem to enjoy the contest, it's safe to say that KSI didn't appreciate Jake's brief cameo. Jake Paul has ruined it, tweeted KSI. KSI and Jake have been feuding with each other for months. The British YouTuber has fought 2 boxing matches against Jake's older brother Logan, with the first fight ending in a draw and the second in a loss to the Maverick. While KSI and Logan are currently on good terms, the 29-year-old definitely doesn't see eye to eye with Jake. WWE veteran Dutch Mantel was among the few who expressed their interest in watching Jake Paul at Crown Jewel. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Smack Talk before the Saudi Arabia PLE, the former on-screen manager predicted a potential showdown between the Bloodline and the Paul brothers. Mantel said, "I think the interest is there, my interest is there. When I want to see something, the interest has to be strong. What I'm interested in now is how they're going to close it out if they do close it out. I doubt they'll leave it open-ended, but they will leave it to where it can be revisited need they have to do that. Sometimes, they need to leave it that way. Give us a finish." Him adding his brother, "That tells everybody there's going to be a big fight at the end. Everybody's going to get involved. We'll see how that comes out." At Crown Jewel, Jake took out the Usos by dropping both of them with his right hand. However, he was confronted by Solo Sikoa, and the two were quickly separated before a potential brawl broke out. Logan Paul suffers major injury at WWE Crown Jewel. YouTube megastar Logan Paul recently announced on social media that he suffered a major injury at WWE Crown Jewel in his match against Roman Reigns. Reigns defended the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Logan Paul in the main event of Crown Jewel. The 27-year-old put up a valiant effort and gave the tribal chief everything he could handle. The users attacked his co-hosts on the Impulsive podcast, which caused Logan's brother, Jake Paul, to make his way to the ring. Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline joined the party and Paul hit him with a dive over the ropes. Roman capitalized on the distraction and delivered a Superman punch, followed by a spear to win the match via pinfall. The Bloodline posed on the entrance ramp as fireworks went off to close the show. Following the bout, the YouTube megastar took to Twitter and announced that he may have suffered a torn ACL and MCL halfway through the match against Roman Reigns. Torn meniscus, MCL, and potentially ACL happened halfway through the match. "Keep y'all updated," tweeted Logan Paul. The tribal chief posted a video after his victory over Logan Paul at the Premium Live event. In the video, Roman Reigns was seated in a private jet with his titles next to him. Jey Uso can also be seen in the background. The head of the table simply stated that Logan's one lucky shot wasn't lucky enough at Crown Jewel before posing for the camera. Roman Reigns is just a few days away from reaching 800 days as champion. The Usos retained the undisputed tag team championships at Crown Jewel over the Brawling Brutes and are set to defend their titles against the New Day. It will be interesting to see which superstar challenges the tribal chief next. Did you enjoy the match between Logan Paul and Roman Reigns at WWE Crown Jewel? Let us know in the comments section below. Unseen footage of Bray Wyatt interacting with fans at WWE Crown Jewel. Bray Wyatt interacted with fans in attendance at a Marsul Park in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The moment was captured on camera after his heartfelt promo at WWE Crown Jewel. The Eater of the Worlds delivered an impassioned address to the WWE Universe at the Premium Live event, stating that he wants to rewrite the ending to his story. The former Universal Champion added that he comes from a wrestling family. He was always expected to be the best, therefore, he wore a mask and did horrible things. However, Wyatt was soon interrupted by Uncle Howdy. He warned the former not to take off the mask and to continue hurting people before the segment cut out abruptly. While that was all from the former WWE Champion at Crown Jewel, a Twitter clip showed the SmackDown star walking backstage through fans and greeting some. While Bray Wyatt is yet to get involved in a feud with another superstar, the former Universal Champion looks to have set his sights on Alexa Bliss. Wyatt and Bliss have a long history in Stamford-based promotion. The duo first joined forces during the Eater of Worlds feud against Braun Strowman. After a few months of alliance between the two, the former women's champion turned on Wyatt at WrestleMania, causing him to lose the match against Randy Orton. Little Miss Bliss was with Asuka during a backstage interview before their tag team match against Damage Control. During the segment, Bray's Wyatt 6 logo popped up on the TV screen. Michael Cole also addressed the event, stating that the previous relationship between the two is well known. Alexa Bliss also went on to lose the women's tag team title match after Nikki Cross came in and took her out with a stunner. With Bliss' storyline with Damage Control seemingly over, the former Raw Women's Champion will be looking forward to settling the score with Nikki Cross. However, with Bray Wyatt lurking in the shadows, it will be interesting to see how it plays out. What do you think is next in the Bray Wyatt-Alexa Bliss saga? Sound off below and let us know. WWE confirms Sasha Banks and Naomi's return. Former women's tag team champions Sasha Banks and Naomi are widely expected to make a comeback at WWE Crown Jewel 2022. Major hints about their comebacks have surfaced in recent weeks, but they have not materialized. The team of Boss and Glow departed the company during the May 16th live edition of WWE Raw. Both were reportedly dissatisfied with their creative direction during the McMahon era. On a side note, many still consider their return to be pending under Triple H's rule. Prior to Crown Jewel 2022, eagle-eyed fans spotted Sasha Banks and Naomi back in the WWE intro video. This could be a sign that the duo have signed with the company, but their returns have been postponed. In another case, it could be a sign of respect given by WWE to its former multi-time champion. The rumors of Sasha Banks and Naomi returning at Crown Jewel 2022 were backed by coincidental occurrences. They were pulled from a scheduled appearance for the Vulture Festival next Saturday. Moreover, Banks took to Instagram to share a hopeful yet cryptic video on her future. Following their exit from professional wrestling, Sasha and Naomi took to the acting industry. They made several appearances on TV, shows, and premieres and were recently spotted on the She-Hulk set. It remains to be seen which career direction they will eventually pursue. Several reports on the company's standing with Sasha and Naomi popped up after the duo's departure in May. According to the latest, the Boss and Glow team are still listed on the internal roster. Currently, there are also reports of Triple H planning to push NXT superstar Cora Jade as the next Sasha Banks. Everybody loves Cora. She's on the fast track to becoming the next Sasha Banks. She has the same thing Sasha has. She's talented, she's got this unique look about her. She's super young and she's pretty decent in the ring, right? The potential of her becoming a big deal is high, and WWE sees that. Boss and Glow were believed to be returning during the women's tag title tournament. The crowd favorites may still get into a program for the gold instantly, as the heelish duo of Dakota Kai and Io Sky recently dethroned Asuka and Alexa Bliss at Crown Jewel 2022. Why did Sami Zayn miss WWE Crown Jewel 2022? Sami Zayn has been an integral part of the bloodline. He is arguably the reason why the stable has become a favorite of many, considering that most of the members are serious heels. Roman Reigns is a big fan of Sami's work, both in kayfabe and real life, and has bestowed him the title of honorary use. Recently on SmackDown, Zayn had a brief altercation with Jey Uso. Their heated rivalry over blood and loyalty continues to this day. As a repercussion, Reigns is considering renaming Sami Zayn to Sami Uso to put a stop to Jey's antics. WWE Crown Jewel 2022 could have continued the exciting storyline. Unfortunately, Sami Zayn cannot be a part of the event due to his Syrian descent. John Cena and Kevin Owens are among other wrestlers who won't perform in Saudi Arabia due to their disapproval of their political agendas. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has strained relations with Syria since the civil war in 2012. WWE respects the customs and differences of Saudi Arabia and issued a statement regarding the matter sometime after they made a 10-year deal. WWE is committed to embracing individuals from all backgrounds while respecting local customs and cultural differences around the world. Chants of Sami were echoing during the press conference prior to WWE Crown Jewel 2022. Truly, wrestling connects the world in a good way. Roman Reigns and Logan Paul were present at the conference in Riyadh to promote their upcoming showdown. The tribal chief was backed by his cousins the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman. However, Sami Zayn's absence was not well received by fans. During the chants of "We Want Sami," Reigns took the opportunity to give a piece of his mind on the matter. He was in character and rebuked the audience for not deserving Sami. "After how you've acted tonight, you don't deserve Sami," shouted Roman Reigns on the mic. The statement garnered loud boos from the crowd. Meanwhile, the honorary use took to Twitter to express his amazement. It remains to be seen whether Sami will be a part of future projects in Saudi Arabia. Fans around the world will surely hope he is.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing